All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Real Estate Walk and Talk. Today is Friday, and we are reviewing JWB's Property of the Week. So we're going to go over a property that JWB is offering, one that I absolutely believe is a great investment for you. And we're going to break it down together here on Facebook, on the Facebook Live session here. And this is something we do we reveal this first on Thursdays in our Not Your Average Investor show. So if you'd like to be the first to know, and you'd like to be there live to ask me questions and to learn from everybody in the group who is there live on the call, you'll want to join the show. It's Thursdays at 12:30 Eastern. It's the Not Your Average Investor show, and you can register for free at jwbshow.com. But let's jump in right into the property of the week here, and we're going to do a screen share right here. And for any of those who are watching live on the group here, I appreciate you being here with me live on the Walk and Talk here. Feel free to fire questions in. I'll do my best to answer them either live here, or I will definitely be there as you're watching on replay to answer questions that you may have in the future here. So without further ado, let's jump right in. And what you're looking at here is a map of Jacksonville. This is the Atlantic Ocean. This is the St. Johns River. This is downtown Jacksonville. And all of these blue markers that you're seeing are all of the properties that JWB has bought, renovated, or built, new construction, and sold to clients and currently does the management on. There's over 2,000 properties that we've bought and sold to clients just like yourself. And we actually manage over 3,600 homes here in Jacksonville. This is important for you in terms of this property, because when you're buying a rental property, you want to make sure you understand everything about that area, everything about the resident that you're going to put in there, everything about making this investment successful. And the way that you do that is by doing it literally thousands of times before. Well, that's what you're seeing here. And so every property I'm going to bring to you is going to be in our stomping grounds here in Jacksonville, and even more specifically in 4 neighborhoods that we choose to invest in. Those 4 neighborhoods are the north side up here, the west side over here, south side over here, and Arlington right here. And this property is at 37 Hay Avenue. That is right in the middle of south side and Arlington there, two of our 4 areas, and something that we have a tremendous amount of experience and confidence in. I mean, if you just zoom in a little bit more here, I mean, you can just see how many homes right in this little pocket here we manage and have rental rates that we know exactly what they are. We know exactly the type of resident, all that good stuff. So that should give you a lot of confidence to know that this home is one that's going to perform consistently for you. Let's take a deeper dive into Hay Avenue. So you can see it's brand new construction. And one of the teaching moments we had on the live call yesterday on the Not Your Average Investor show was talking about granite countertops, which we have standard in our new construction homes. And why do we do that? And so I was explaining to the team why we do that. But you know what, before I get there, let me get into the real numbers first. I almost jumped ahead of what I really want to show you, which is the numbers. The numbers are the reason to invest in rental properties. And here what you see is an estimated conventional financing return on investment of 9.39%. The market is bearing between 9 to 11%. That is our area that we want to produce right now based on what the market is bearing, as well as what interest rates are doing. For those of you who have been following along for years now, the market was bearing 7 to 9% returns for the longest time. But then interest rates dropped. And interest rates alone have accounted for about a 2% bump in returns on investment, which is incredible for you as an investor here. So 9% is where we want to get. This one's at just about 9.5%. And that does not include home price appreciation. $241 a month in cash flow, which is fantastic. And the numbers on the property, as you can see here for 37 Hay Avenue, purchase price of $225,000. That's below the median income here in Jacksonville. Below the median home sales price here in Jacksonville, which is about $260,000. 4 beds, 2 baths, 2-car garage. Look at this high rent rate, $1,524. And we're going to talk how granite countertops helps with that. But that's one of the ways we can get to that 9% return threshold on new construction properties by delivering a higher rent. Property taxes are $3,500 a year. Insurance is way low, $400. That's very normal for a new construction property. And as you can see here, your property management fees. Maintenance rates for new construction properties are lower than renovated homes, which is great. So 4% of the gross rents collected each year should be estimated for your ongoing maintenance costs. And of course, that's factored into your return on investment here. So let's talk a little bit about granite countertops. All right, granite countertops are standard on our new construction projects now. They weren't always, but we looked at this and we said, what can we do for our clients to deliver a higher return on investment for them? The reality is that in the market today, it is very rare to find granite countertops in a rental property. And because if you think about the dynamics, right now there is extremely low inventory. And the acquisition costs for a company like JWB, a turnkey provider out there, are going way up because prices are going up. And the thing about it is for a company like JWB or any other turnkey provider out there, they're limited on what they can sell the property for, right? Prices may continue to go up, so the market values may continue to go up for turnkey rental properties. However, if you get too high, you're not going to produce positive cash flow as a turnkey provider, and that's what we do. And so turnkey providers across the country are faced with tough challenges right now as far as sourcing inventory. And then when they get the inventory, they just can't spend lavishly. They can't do the extra things that might actually save their clients costs down the line. The vast majority of turnkey providers out there, in fact, many actually go the opposite way. They start to cut corners just to be able to create inventory for their people. This is the landscape of what's out there. This is not the way it is for JWB, but that's what's out there. So JWB looks at our turnkey new construction properties and we say, you know what? If we were to spend an extra $2,500 or $3,000 that comes out of the pocket of JWB on our new construction properties, what would we do in terms of reducing maintenance costs and how could we achieve maximum rent for our clients? And we make the determination to go ahead and spend that $2,500 or $3,000 to put in the granite countertops, which is just not something you're going to see. You might be asking the question, why does JWB do this? Why don't we have the same challenges as other turnkey providers out there when it comes to inventory? It's because of our strategy. Since 2011, we have bought and land banked a ton of lots, a ton of land. We have over 600 lots that we haven't even built on. And the reason that we did that was to secure positive cash flow inventory for our clients for years and years and years to come. This is one of the reasons why we don't have to go to other markets out there where other turnkey providers feel the need to go out to other markets because they can't find inventory. We thought about it differently. We secured land many, many years in advance. We still buy more land than the number of properties we sell each year. And we've done that consistently for almost a decade. So that's the core reason why we don't have to cut corners. We don't have a problem with inventory, and we still can make these long-term investments in our clients' portfolios. And the reason that we do that is because we're convinced that if we can come in lower on your maintenance and vacancy costs, and if we can come in higher on your return than what your return expectations were, you're going to come back, you're going to fulfill your buying plan with us. You're going to buy 3, 5, 10, 20 properties. And that's what we see with all of our clients. So when you put granite countertops in, you achieve max rental income. 1524 is a great rent that helps us get to where we need to be for the return on investment. But the other thing is you're saving a ton on maintenance costs long-term. Because if you put in a Formica countertop, it's going to get scuffed, right? Our average residents stay 4.5 years, which is excellent. That's what you want. But the reality is that when it's Formica, it's going to get scuffed. Little things are going to happen. And it's just not an expense that you want to incur on a property turn because it's really expensive to replace even Formica countertops, right? So it decreases the experience for your renter if you keep it in there. And we say, hey, listen, let's put granite in here on new construction. It's $2,500 or $3,000 more than what we could spend if we put Formica in, but it's worth it for you as a client long-term. So if you're interested in this property, reach out to my team. If you haven't, if you're not a client yet, schedule a call at chatwithjwb.com, or you can drop me a message here and I'll make sure to coordinate that call for you. Or if you're already a current client, just reach out to your portfolio manager. They'll make sure that you're set up. You can get set up with our team and we can add a property on Hay Avenue or one just like it for you. Hope you all have a wonderful day and happy investing. Take care.